In this video, I'm going to be talking about digital art for climate, specifically why the program exists, who's involved in the project, some top-line details about how the tech works, and how you can get involved. But before I continue, let me introduce myself. My name is Rafael Gregor. My internet handle is Digital Addict. I'm a crypto art enthusiast that is helping out with this initiative. I'll give some more context about why I'm here a little later, but for now, we have a lot to discuss. So on to the video. To best understand what is digital art for climate, it's best to start from the beginning. In 2015, the United Nations General Assembly, yes, that United Nations, created a program called the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. There are 17 goals in total, and each one of them seeks to help make our world, the one you're in right now, a better place. Digital art for climate addresses 4 of them. These goals are important as it gives everyone a universal and measurable goal to action, instead of the mishmash of different ones we used to have in the past. Now, I can go on and on about the SDGs, but that's a whole video in itself. If you're curious about the SDGs, you can visit sdgs.un.org. Fast forward to 2019. The UN announced that 2021 will be the year of the creative economy. This resolution was created to promote sustained growth of the creative economy, specifically in many developing nations. Moreover, they stressed that the creative economy will be an integral resource in order to promote, highlight, and help accelerate climate action. Digital Art for Climate is an initiative that was created in order to action these goals and resolution. To go into more details about what Digital Art for Climate is looking for in creatives like you, they have asked creatives to participate in virtual activities that come in 2 phases. The first is when they invite UI UX designers, developers, game devs, and website designers to a virtually held design-a-thon. A design-a-thon is basically a hackathon, but instead of IT specialists and computer enthusiasts, it is UX, web, and business designers who work on a broadly defined challenge. They're often for social good. In this case, the design-a-thon should produce a new NFT-based platform that helps promote or action positive steps towards climate action. The second phase is an art competition. They are inviting artists from both digital and traditional backgrounds and asking them to create art that helps promote and advocate positive climate action. In both design-a-thon and art competition, participants will be asked to come up with ideas that address global and, most importantly, community-based challenges. This is because thoughts and ideas or solutions from communities can be used to help other communities across the globe with similar issues. No idea or message is too big or too small. I'll be going into more detail about the 2 activities later, but if you want to check the latest updates and information, you can check out digitalartforclimate.space. The people behind the initiative is the youth-focused nonprofit IAAI, or the International Association for the Advancement of Innovative Approaches to Global Challenges. They are a UN-accredited civil society organization based in Austria. They have set up an ecosystem called the Global Challenges Action Network, or GLOCHA, which is where this initiative was born. If you want to find out more about the people behind Digital Art for Climate, you can visit glocha.org. Now, bringing this initiative to life is no small feat. To help with this, they have help from a wide range of partners. To keep this video at a reasonable length, I'll touch on a few key partners. The first is UN Habitat. What they do is they seek to enhance national and city-level decision-makers' understanding of the challenges facing urban youth, as well as the opportunities that might arise when dealing with those challenges. Their programs assist youth to lead healthy and productive lives and become leaders in their communities. You can find out more about the good work they're doing at unhabitat.org. The second partner is the Social Alpha Foundation. They are a nonprofit organization that focuses on supporting blockchain education, outreach, and projects in order to empower communities utilizing blockchain technology for social good. They have previously worked with Nifty Gateway and many well-known crypto artists such as Beeple to raise $6.66 million at auction. The funds were used in order to support the Open Earth Foundation. If you want to know more about all the great work they have been doing, you can find them at carbondrop.art and socialalphafoundation.org. The tech partner is the Unique Network. They are the NFT chain for Kusama and Polkadot. If you're into the nitty-gritty of the crypto tech stuff, you can find them at unique.network. And finally, Exquisite Workers is the creative partner. What they do is help introduce established and emerging digital artists like me to the world of crypto. This is done by getting artists to collaborate on a long digital art piece called an exquisite corpse, or in its native French name, cadavre exquis. Each piece is assembled to form a long living art piece. This method of expression was inspired by a creative game invented during the 20th century art movement, Surrealism. In the short time they've been around, they've been featured on the front page of OpenSea. They've asked me to help them with this video as I'm an artist who shares their mission of introducing the opportunities of crypto and tech to other artists. I do this by making videos, making art, experimenting with tech like this avatar I use, and sharing what I learn when I get time off from babysitting. If you're interested in learning more about Exquisite Workers, you can find out more about them at exquisiteworkers.com. If you want to check out my art videos, you can find me on YouTube as Digital Addict Design. If you want to look at my art, you can visit my Try Showtime. But wait, you probably read or heard that NFTs and cryptocurrencies are not exactly that great for the environment. This has been blamed on current, early versions of the tech that have high energy demands, which negatively contribute to carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. While that is somewhat true, we shouldn't look at this as either black or white. In reality, there are many nuances about the tech that fall in the gray. Touching on that topic, blockchain technology, the foundation of NFTs and cryptocurrencies, is still in its infancy. If I were to use the analogy of a motor engine, the early blockchains, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, are much like engines of the early 20th century. They emit a lot of toxic fumes, use up fuel inefficiently, and have low horsepower. Today, newer engines emit much less fumes and are much more efficient and have higher horsepower. Most importantly, our current society could not have benefited if it were not for those early engines. Now, this isn't to say we should ignore the negative environmental impact that new technologies create, but as a society, we should responsibly evolve the technology in a healthy and sustainable way. The Digital Art for Climate initiative is one step in the right direction. And with the help of their tech partner, the Unique Network, the solution that participants will be working on will be using a newer technology, a proof-of-stake solution based on the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. It has many sustainability features already built in, resulting in a carbon footprint that is 1,000,000 times smaller than proof-of-work systems that older blockchain generations run. Now, this sounds all well and good, but maybe you don't know much about how the tech works. Let me help you with that with a little crash course. Blockchain tech is a series of decentralized computers that are not owned by a single individual or entity. They authenticate transactions and share that data with others in the blockchain to verify its authenticity. The most popular type of transaction is when digital currency is transferred between individuals through crypto wallets. NFTs are a different type of transaction. I'm not going to go into the details because I'm sure it's been talked about by many more people. But to put it simply, it is a digital title or deed to a digital asset. When that asset is transferred from one person to another, that asset now belongs to someone else and is verified by the blockchain. If I were to use a real-world analogy, think of NFTs like a title or deed to land. Technically, anybody can access any land, but society and governments have a system in place who says who owns what land and who has access to it. The blockchain is what governs the rules behind NFTs. Another benefit that is unlike most real-world items of value, when an asset is transferred to a new owner, the one who created the NFT could get a percentage of the new value of that asset. In the most well-known case, artists, they would be able to sell their art and can continue to get royalties for every sale of their art that could happen in the future. This part is unprecedented, as when compared to traditional art sales, artists don't often get any of those royalties. This is what makes NFTs so revolutionary to many artists. As I've said, crypto tech, specifically NFTs and crypto art, is pretty much in its infancy today in 2021. However, in the short time it has existed, the technology has made millionaires of some artists and given others income that they could never have imagined before. As an artist in the NFT community, I've heard and read many accounts of creatives helping their parents pay off their rent in the Philippines, or young artists in Detroit, USA, working cashier jobs, making more than they have ever had in a month through NFTs than they have ever made in half a year with their day jobs. The funds typically come from cryptocurrency investors who have made an exponential amount of money in crypto trading and are looking for things to spend their gains on. These purchases have a range of uses, from investment, flipping NFTs in the secondary market, prestige, they like the artist and they want to support them, or the network effect. The last is the belief that the technology and its value can only go up. By contributing to it, society as a whole will accept it more and thus benefit all of society. And if crypto is more valuable, their early investments will become even more valuable. Because the rules of NFTs are not yet set in stone, I'll talk briefly about how some people convey the value of NFTs beyond the confines of their marketplace galleries. Whether they be one-off art pieces, digital collectibles such as basketball cards, or avatars. Some people have tried to figure out how best to display them in order to convert their value outside of marketplaces. In the digital space, they are displayed as social media banners, avatars, exhibits in virtual galleries, or even virtual living rooms like the one behind me. Some have gone a step further by experimenting with getting them into the real world, such as digital frames, jewelry with displays on them, exhibits in brick-and-mortar galleries, and even outdoor advertising. Other intriguing uses are platforms such as OVR, which sells a layer of augmented reality property on top of a real-world place. Imagine owning the augmented reality space of Times Square. You could put up AR advertising, art, or digital experiences in that place. Another example, if you're familiar with Shopify, NFTify wants to replicate what Shopify has done in e-commerce to the NFT space. Gary Vee and Friends is an interesting ticketing and memorabilia platform that combines and replicates two middleman services such as Ticketmaster or a merchandising partner. Virtual worlds with economies such as Decentraland allow users to create, own, and sell digital assets such as digital property or digital merchandise within its ecosystem. This is just the beginning. Many of the projects I've named could be the Ubers or even the Amazons of the crypto tech future. Now, in terms of how you can get involved, I recommend that you keep an eye on the website digitalartforclimate.space and glocha.org. To get the latest updates, you can follow them on Twitter at IAAI-Glocha. The Designathon will be run from the 19th to the 29th of July 2021. Since this video would have been published during this time, you might have not had the chance to register for the event. But don't worry, if you're interested in more Designathons, you can reach our partner at unique.network, and they are always doing these kind of activities on their own and have other similar events on their event calendar. The art competition starts on 12th of August 2021, which coincides with the International Day of Youth. Entry submissions will close on the 9th of September. Winners of the Designathon will get a cash prize for best design and software solutions. If you want to know more about the prizes, you can go to Digital Art for Climate website to get the latest updates. Non-monetary gains like a typical hackathon would be networking opportunities with those involved in crypto tech, which, if you can tell how hype I am about it, will be the next tech innovation boom. Details about prizes for the art competition are still yet to be announced. However, what can be communicated is that in addition to a cash prize, winners will be invited to showcase their art this fall in art exhibits and edutainment shows taking place physically in Milan, Italy and Glasgow, UK. These events will be held as part of the United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP26. The selected works will be minted as NFTs on an upcoming Digital Art for Climate NFT marketplace and will be held at auction. What makes this future marketplace different from others is that a portion of revenues from NFT art sales will go towards UN initiatives that support positive climate actions such as carbon offsets. In the event that you've been invited to the auction but have not yet acquired your own crypto wallet, you'll be assisted and guided by the organizers on how to get one and how to use it. Whew! Okay, thanks for reaching all the way to the end of the video. Since you're here, I reckon you're interested in participating in this initiative. It's pretty exciting how many global institutions and foundations are involved in this initiative. I hope that the info in this video will help you out in both the design-a-thon and the art competition. Good luck, and let's go change the world with the power of culture and technology.